Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The bold and the beautiful spoilers, Brooke's brain tumor, desperation over Ridge explained. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, has always been fixated on Ridge Forrester, Thorsten Kaye. However, since the Forrester Creations takeover, she has become even more desperate, and in alarming ways. There is something very off with Brooke right now. Could she have a brain tumor? Does that explain her increased begging to reunite with her ex-husband? Keep reading and let's discuss the possibilities. Ridge and Brooke were together when Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, and Hope Logan, Annika Noel, committed the FC takeover. Then, Carter and Hope suggested that Brooke take the CEO position. The blonde accepted and then lost her fiancé to Taylor Hayes, Rebecca Budig. Ridge reasoned that his destiny betrayed him by working for the people who took his family's company. However, Brooke insisted that she was there to try to convince Carter to do the right thing. After Carter and the Forrester family made a deal, Hope felt completely betrayed. Hope especially feels betrayed by her own mother. While Brooke technically didn't do anything wrong, she's usually much more passionate about things. Brooke's behavior about Hope and Forrester Creations has been confusing. There is just something that feels off about Brooke, especially when it comes to Hope and FC. I can't put my finger on it, but there is something wrong. The bold and the beautiful spoilers reveal that Brooke can't focus on work or Hope's issues without obsessing over Ridge. How many times has Brooke been distracted by thoughts of Ridge lately? Everyone gets distracted, but it seems to be constant for Brooke lately. There is also the begging. Brooke should have some self-respect. Brooke even demanded Ridge choose between her and Taylor. However, there was no choice to make as he made his decision weeks ago. Brooke has always been crazy about Ridge, but her behavior seems to be escalating. Plus, Brooke has never been one to just wipe her hands of Hope. That kinda seems to be what's going on though. Could there be an explanation for all of this? Is it possible that all the begging, stripping down in the office, and distractions are a symptom of something much bigger? Taylor had broken heart syndrome, which guilted Ridge into spending more time with his ex-wife. Now they are back together. So, could Brooke be given her own medical drama? Maybe a brain tumor. Who will Ridge choose then? In the intricate world of the bold and the beautiful, the lives of Brooke Logan and Ridge Forrester have been a tapestry woven with love, betrayal, and heartache. Recent episodes have added new, complex threads to their saga, particularly surrounding Brooke's health and the strain it has placed on their relationship. Brooke Logan, portrayed by Catherine Kelly Lang, has long been a central figure in the Forrester and Logan families. Her recent health scare, a suspected brain tumor, has sent shockwaves through both families and the audience. The revelation came unexpectedly, leaving viewers and characters alike grappling with the implications. Brooke's strength and resilience have always been her defining traits, but facing a potentially life-threatening illness has added a new layer of vulnerability to her character. Ridge's emotional turmoil. Ridge Forrester, portrayed by Thorsten Kaye, has found himself at a crossroads, torn between his past with Brooke and his renewed connection with Taylor Hayes. Taylor's return, coupled with her alleged broken heart syndrome, has drawn Ridge closer to her, creating a rift between him and Brooke. This emotional tug-of-war has left Ridge questioning his loyalties and desires, further complicating his relationship with Brooke. The strain on Brooke and Ridge's relationship. The convergence of Brooke's health crisis and Ridge's emotional distancing has placed an immense strain on their marriage. Brooke's discovery of Ridge and Taylor in a compromising position, allegedly aligning chakras, was a pivotal moment that deepened her sense of betrayal. This incident, coupled with Ridge's focus on Taylor's well-being, has left Brooke feeling isolated and desperate for her husband's support. In a particularly poignant scene, Brooke confronts Ridge about his actions, expressing her hurt and frustration. She questions his commitment to their marriage, highlighting the emotional distance that has grown between them. Ridge's attempts to justify his actions, citing Taylor's health crisis, only deepen Brooke's sense of abandonment. Brooke's desperation. Feeling the weight of her health crisis and the crumbling of her marriage, Brooke's desperation becomes palpable. She seeks solace in her family, turning to her daughter Hope and sister Katie. The Logan family's internal conflicts, particularly with Hope's involvement with Carter Walton, add complexity to their interactions. Brooke's desperation is not just for her marriage, but for a sense of stability and support amidst the turmoil. The Forrester-Logan feud intensifies. The long-standing feud between the Forrester and Logan families has been reignited, with Brooke and Ridge's personal struggles at the heart of the conflict. Steffi Forrester's actions, including her role in Hope's dismissal from Forrester Creations, have fueled tensions. The battle for control of the fashion house has become a battleground for personal grievances, with Brooke and Ridge caught in the crossfire. Hope and Carter's complicated relationship. Hope Logan's involvement with Carter Walton has added another layer of complexity to the situation. Their professional relationship has blurred into personal territory, leading to complications within the Forrester family dynamics. Brooke's disapproval of their relationship has strained her bond with Hope, adding to her emotional burden. Looking ahead, as Brooke navigates her health crisis and the unraveling of her marriage, the coming episodes promise further twists and turns. Will Ridge reconcile with Brooke, or will his bond with Taylor prove insurmountable? How will Brooke's health impact her decisions and relationships? The Bold and the Beautiful continues to deliver compelling storytelling, keeping viewers on the edge of their seats as they await the next chapter in this dramatic saga. The storm broke over Los Angeles like a secret finally spoken, thunder cracking, rain cascading down the windows of Forrester Creations like a curtain falling on a too-long performance. Inside his office, Ridge Forrester stood motionless, a man caught between the echoes of his past and the trembling breath of his future. Two sketches lay before him. One was classic, refined, elegant, everything his father would have expected. The other, bold, a statement, risky. It was the design of someone who had nothing left to prove and everything left to lose. He stared at them like they were women, two muses, each pulling at different parts of his soul. He could hear their voices even now. "Trust your instincts, Ridge," whispered Brooke's voice, warm as sunlight on a Malibu morning. "You know who you are. You don't have to prove anything to anyone, not even to yourself." But then there was Taylor's voice, steady and patient, grounding. "You're more than the sum of your passions. You have responsibilities, a legacy. What would Stephanie say if she were here?" Ridge exhaled sharply, rubbing a hand through his hair. How had it come to this? Not the designs, that was surface-level drama, a metaphor made real. No, the real choice had begun weeks ago, when he found himself at that same, maddening crossroads between passion and reason, between Brooke and Taylor. Again. He was a man split by love, always had been, but this time was different. Brooke had shown up at his doorstep, drenched from the rain, mascara streaked, yet radiating that unmistakable fire that once made him throw away everything just to touch her skin. She'd said only one thing: "I'm tired of being your habit." Then she'd walked away. And Taylor? She hadn't said anything. She didn't need to. Her absence was a quiet protest, a reflection of all the times she'd waited for him to choose her, and he hadn't. This time, she had chosen herself. He was alone, which is why the designs mattered more than they ever had, because they weren't just garments. They were the manifestations of Ridge Forrester's soul, stitched in silk and defiance. The classic design, the legacy sketch, was safe, predictable. beautiful in its restraint. It would please the board, honor Eric's tradition, and probably sell out in every high-end boutique from Rodeo Drive to Paris. The other one, the Rogue design, was chaos in chiffon, but it pulsed with life. It screamed of love and rebellion, of risk and redemption, of Brooke. He turned his chair, watching the rain trail down the window like tears too proud to fall. What was he waiting for? Lightning forked in the sky, illuminating the skyline. Suddenly he saw her, Brooke, out there, maybe not in the storm, but in his mind, defiant, standing barefoot on the sand, smiling like she knew she'd already won. No, he couldn't go there, not again. He closed his eyes, and for a moment, he was young again, standing on the Forrester estate lawn, sketchpad in hand, watching the world move too fast, dreaming of fashion, of women, of something bigger than himself. You have your father's eye, Stephanie had once told him, but not his heart. That will either make you great, or destroy you. Was that the choice now? He stood, the storm within him stilled. He reached for the bolder design, his fingers brushing the page like it might burn him, and maybe it would.